Whew, we're a little pasty. Oh, you look way better than me.
Yeah. I got a little color.
Yeah, you do. I'm just white.
Yeah.
Anyway, Alyssa's here
I'm here.
in Calgary.
Yes.
And are we working hard?
Oh, yeah. I feel exhausted.
I know, me too. We just drove from Lethbridge. I don't know how many times I've been to Lethbridge in the last week. And we've been taping people, getting
Yeah.
ready to launch online Bible school. It's going to be so amazing. Powerful, isn't it?
Yes.
The stuff we've taped.
Yes,
I mean,
definitely.
I'm really surprised at what's coming out of the hearts
I agree.
of these guys,
I agree. And I'm really thankful that I can be here to be recording and listening in. I'm like, wow,
Yeah,
I
it's
get
pretty
all
neat.
this inside information and I can talk to them too.
So I have a question. Did Pastor Julie cry at all? Did she get emotional?
No, she didn't.
Didn't she?
Actually,
She's
no.
the first one. The
No, she
last
didn't.
three before her did. They got really
You
emotional.
mean Pastor Dick?
Tears. Pastor Dick, Pastor Wayne, Pastor Barb.
Really?
Yeah, because they start telling their life stories, and then the goodness of God, right, comes on.
Well,
as a-
no, she didn't cry.
Oh, well, she's the winner then.
Yeah,
We
she
should send
won.
her
She won
something.
it. Hopefully, I don't cry. So
No, you won't cry this time.
okay, perfect.
Because what we're going to do, we're just going to gossip
Okay.
about people we know in
okay.
Asia. How
I
about
thought
that?
we didn't gossip. That's
Oh, no,
what
this
I
is
thought.
going to be good gossip.
Okay. Perfect.
I was just thinking, about the people we miss, right?
Yeah.
Like, maybe we are going to cry. It is really tough, right? To be missing all of the people, and you feel like you're out of your place somewhat, right?
Yeah.
Although you're doing really well, and we're doing
Thank
really
you.
well because we're just determined, right?
Yeah,
That we're going to
exactly.
make the best of it. And so we don't even, I don't know, I know you don't even feel like it's second best being in Canada, right? It's a season, right?
Yeah, it's a
God's got a
season.
season, and same thing with us. But we do terribly miss the people in Thailand.
Oh yes.
So who do you miss the most?
Oh.
Let's say the Sriracha team.
Sriracha team. That's a tough one. Thanks for putting me on the
And you
spot.
have to tell me why too,
Okay, well, I mean, I really do miss Becky
right?
because she has been like a big leader in my life.
Right. Uh-huh.
That she's poured in all those years of being in Bible college and then
Right.
being a missionary for a year, and so
Yeah.
I do really miss Becky
Right.
and our coffee dates, and
Right.
so yeah,
Well, I got to admit, she's an easy one to miss.
yeah, she is.
And we do miss our kids terribly. And Psalm is another one I really
Yeah.
miss. Because she's such a live wire, hey?
Yeah, she
I
is.
just so enjoy being around her, right? Because there's always something great coming out of her. But she puts it on Facebook, so it's okay.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. We're all connected
That's
somehow.
right. And it's great to see Josh too. I mean, our guys are all working really hard.
Yeah, they
right
are.
now. They're all building stuff. I'm really blessed with Maddie
Mm-hmm.
because he's just filled in, because so many people have had to
Yeah.
leave, right?
Yeah.
And he's just filled in, just messaged me today and said, "Can I borrow your router? We got some wood projects going on over at the school." I said, "Yeah, go for it, man." It's just good to see them. But you know who I really miss?
Who?
Leanne.
Oh yes,
I miss Leanne
I love
a
Leanne.
lot. Yeah, I do too. And what I miss about her most is her laugh.
Yes,
You know that.
I'm just like thinking it in my head right now.
Right.
Yeah,
I know,
I
it is-
just
it's-
imagine it.
She's so unique, right?
Yes, she is.
And she's so genuine, and so I can remember, and I caught myself doing this in Bible school when she was a student in Bible school. I wanted her to stay there forever, of course. But I would stand on my head to make her laugh. Like I'd do anything to make that girl laugh. Because somehow that laugh was just therapeutic, in the midst
Perfect.
of all the chaos.
Some people say that about my laugh too.
Is that
They're
right?
like, "Oh, you have an interesting laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Laugh again. Laugh some more," or something
Oh
like
man,
that.
I was listening to a podcast yesterday, a lady in the States, and every time she laughed, I wanted to turn the podcast off. Because not everybody's blessed with a good laugh,
No,
right? Yeah.
no, they're not. They're not.
That's right.
Hallelujah.
And a lot of our guys are really funny.
Yes.
You think about Teddy.
Yeah.
He's such a funny guy, but
Yeah.
it's so dry, right? Like
Yeah.
dry humor and witty and clever,
Yes.
right?
Sometimes I don't know what he's thinking.
Right.
And I remember my first year meeting him and just feeling so intimidated
Oh,
by
sure.
his
Yeah.
seriousness,
That's
his
right.
serious face.
Yeah. And he carries himself like that.
Yeah,
Like
he
he's a
does.
boss,
He
right?
does.
He's
yeah, obviously, and I knew that, so
Yeah,
that's why I
right.
was intimidated.
Yeah, I'm always impressed with him. I mean, he has bent over backwards to help the ministry, and he feels
Oh, yes.
a key part of the ministry. But I remember when Bible school, we had a bad leader at one point, and nobody came back to Bible school the next year, and Teddy was the only one signed up. And so I told him, I said, Teddy, we're going to have to cancel Bible school for a term.
Oh, wow.
We got no students but you. And he was okay with it, you know. I mean, he put up with it. Right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
And Tatu, she's a sweetheart. Hey?
Yeah, she's really sweet.
You know, there's one thing, another guy that really just so blesses me is Pastor U.
Yeah.
Just
But they're
his
not
character.
in Sriracha, though.
No, they're not in Sriracha. That's true. Maybe I'm going a little far afield. But they were in Sriracha.
Yes, they were. They were.
And the thing I like about him, part of it's the Asian thing, you know. I was just thinking in the car on the way up here how there's never been anybody in Thailand that was unfaithful to us. Except for people that stole money from us. Those are the only ones.
I guess that would make sense.
And they're
right?
mad at you and they're offended at
Yeah.
you and somehow it was all your fault. But anybody else, that just, there's something really built into the Thai culture, that faithfulness. And U is a guy that I can just count on, always count on him, you know. And not only that, we've got a lot of things in common, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You
And
like
so,
to work with.
yeah, we both like to tinker with old stuff and
Yeah,
make it nice
exactly,
and whatever.
exactly.
But he likes
Whatever you
selling it.
do.
I like keeping it. So Renee, you
Yes.
spent time with them just before you came to Canada.
I did. I spent some time with them in India.
Right.
And I also spent some time with them right before I came back
Right.
to Canada.
Uh-huh.
So, like, they're really like family to me.
Right,
and it's a place that I also call another home.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, Renee is, like, kind of like just a friend as
Right.
well. And I can ask her questions and I can talk about stuff that I wouldn't be able to talk about
Right.
to anyone else, right?
Right,
So,
right.
and she has wisdom on that. And so,
Yes,
like, I'm
yes.
really thankful for her in my
Yeah,
life.
right.
For sure.
I love her integrity and her
Oh, yeah,
uprightness.
for sure.
I mean, so straight-laced, all
Yeah.
through the years, just really straight-laced.
Yeah.
And you can really count on that, and it's good. And it's a good discerner, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a couple summits ago, whenever that was, I introduced her and Leanne and Becky as my kitchen cabinet.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes, I remember
They're the
that.
ones that I bounce things off of, and
Yes.
the ones that talk to me and tell me the truth about things,
Yep.
right? So, yeah, they're just really, really awesome. I talk to Renee a lot. Or maybe she talks to me a lot. I don't know. Yeah, but we talk a lot, eh? Right?
Yeah,
Renee?
true.
It's really good. And of course their kids love their kids, right? They're just really
Man,
sweet.
okay. They're like my little niece and
Yeah,
nephews.
right.
Except
Yeah.
Ian doesn't really like feel that way towards me. I guess.
I don't know. You never know, eh? And those boys.
You never know. You never
I've got a
know.
lot of grandsons that age right now.
Yeah.
And you watch them and they're like, they're so, but on the inside, they're just teddy bears. you
Yes,
know,
they
and-
are. They are. He's
and-
really sweet. So
yeah,
sweet.
he
And
really
so
is.
smart. So.
And they came through here at Christmas time on their way home.
Yes.
And
they did.
And so we picked them up at the airport and brought them
Okay.
home for hot chocolate. It was really fun.
Aw. I love them. I miss them so much. Like
Yeah,
that's just.
yeah. And they wouldn't come in. They were out there playing with the snow. Because it was
Oh.
the first snow they'd seen, right, for Angelina anyway.
really,
right? Yeah.
really?
So they couldn't quit playing. But
Oh, wow.
anyway, that was good. And then, you know, you think about up north, we really, really miss having Chris and Tabitha around.
Oh yeah.
They were just so fun to be around and so exemplary, you know. And you notice how the young guys in the ministry and will follow Chris and the young ladies will follow Tabitha.
Yes.
They really,
Yes.
you know, kind of honor them, not just honor them, but they're mentored by them automatically
sure.
in a sense, yeah. And which is really good because those are they've got the culture and those are the people that we want to be the examples, you know. And we got a new granddaughter up there too, right?
Yeah.
Fife. I can't wait to meet her. She's beautiful, you
She
know.
is.
Just
She
looks
is.
so cute.
Yeah.
And you know, and Dow is one of my favorites too because she's just so passionate
Yes.
and not always, you know, perfectly focused, but she's
Sorry, Dow.
overabundantly passionate, and that's the key, right? If you're passionate, God
I
can,
love her.
Yeah, I do too.
I
She
love
is
them.
so precious, and you, and I'm so glad that those two are married.
Yes. Me
And,
too.
Yeah, they're gonna be great influencers throughout their lives, you know,
Yeah.
and in Thailand, and it's key, you know. When you think about that, you know, think about 20, 30 years down the road and what it's going to look like in Thailand and Asia. When these guys are like major influencers, you know, it's going to be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of ministries springing out of it and that kind of thing. So, yeah, and it's Swang's birthday tomorrow, next
yeah.
day, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a boy to be proud of, I tell you. Of course, we watched him grow up from, you know, this big, right, and adopted him into our family. And he's one of the guys, one of the one of the kids that has been the most supportive of Terry and I. And him and Psalm really, I mean, they stay around, right, and they just to support and that kind of thing. But it's become more than that. I think that one of the things when our kids were growing up that they had to deal with was a sense of obligation. And we really tried to instill in them that, because it's actually a Buddhist thing, and they call it gadanyu. And it's a sense of obligation in the sense that I gave birth to you, you'll never be able to pay me back for that. So you owe me your life. And that's basically the sense of obligation that parents put on their kids.
Yes.
So that they'll look after them,
Yeah,
and
I
so that
definitely
they'll
see
obey
that.
and all that kind of stuff. And we really tried to get our kids free from that, but it's in the schools and everything. And then
sure.
we watched them grow up, and they're like, but I don't want to work in Dad's ministry. And I'm like, who told you had to? Like nobody ever said you needed to.
Go, be free.
Yeah, be free, exactly. And so the ones that felt obligated are the ones that didn't stick around.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you've got to break that in your life.
Yes,
right?
for sure.
But for like Swang and Somi and some of the others, they didn't they weren't bound by that obligation.
No.
They actually bound themselves to the vision.
Yeah.
Which is pretty
It's
awesome.
that adoption, right?
Yeah, right. It really is. Yeah, powerful. It's a powerful thing. Yeah. So and then of course, oh man, we got so many. I just miss all their faces and their smiles.
I know.
Nampung and Elizabeth and and Anna.
Yeah,
She doesn't
my
say
roommate.
much to guys like
No,
me, but
no.
she's always got a smile.
It's okay. She
Hi
talks
there.
to me. Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Yeah, doing good. Thanks. And so he's a friendly neighbor.
Yeah.
She's never said hi before either. It's interesting.
It's the cameras.
Maybe it is, or maybe it's just because it's the first time I've ever come out of the house. I'm a bit of a hermit, right?
That's true.
Anyway, we love you guys.
Yeah.
And yeah, is there anybody we forgot to gossip about?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's Johnny and Port and
Micah.
and Micah. Yeah,
Micah.
he's everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
And Joey and Bo and Pidu and Ning and oh man, and Rain.
Yes.
She's one of my favorites too. I mean, that girl.
You have lots of favorites, though.
I do, In fact, way back in the day when we lived in Bangkok and we had our 33 kids all in one house, we printed T-shirts up, and on the back of every T-shirt it said, "I'm number one."
Every child.
Yeah, bright yellow T-shirts and black. It said, "I'm number one."
Yeah.
Every one of you is
Yeah.
number one.
Just so you know.
Yeah, that's right. But I think Rain has played a really key role in
Yeah.
the online thing.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, Rain, when you are worshiping and leading worship online, it's just like we were there, where a lot of people are just kind of struggling, to be exuberant in that, and yeah, no shortage of exuberance with this girl, right? And
110%.
yeah, that's right. And then all the folks in the church too, man, what a precious, precious bunch of people. And yeah, we just miss you all. Anyway, better stop talking so you can get back to work. And I think Jantima's making us supper.
Yeah, hallelujah.
Just went to the supermarket.
For like 2 hours, I think.
Yeah, so yeah, right. So we got what? 2 days, Saturday and Sunday here, and then we're back in Lethbridge again. To
Yes,
tape
and
Pastor
then
Kelly.
we're up north as well.
Yeah.
In Alberta.
Grand
so
Prairie,
Grand Prairie.
Lac La Biche, Cold Lake,
Mm-hmm.
Edmonton. Then hopefully we'll get to stop in Red Deer,
Yeah.
Pastor Chuck, and then in Calgary too. We'll do some stuff around Calgary, hopefully.
Yep.
But we can see already this is going to be intense.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
already I was like, I need a nap, another one or something. I don't know.
Yeah, of course, you came from the other side of
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah,
right?
2 hours.
2 hours of jet lag.
difference. So that's my excuse.
Yeah. Anyway, it's so good to have you here, Alyssa.
Yeah, I am so happy to be here.
And we wish you were all here, really
Yes,
seriously, and
we
we
do.
do love you, miss you, and your names go through our prayers and through our hearts, and we carry you in our hearts, as Paul said. So bless you and have a great week.
Bye. Or whatever.